evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry I couldn't attend tonight's program, but unfortunately I had a prior commitment. But don't feel too sorry for me. I'm in Cancun, Mexico, playing a Sunbelt senior tournament, and the weather is about 85 degrees. An award like this, can't be done on your own. You can't win anything without help from others. And I just really want to start by thanking a few people. Number one, Mom. Mom's in the audience. Mom, I always tell everyone, if everyone turns out to be like you, or a person like you, the world would be a lot better off. She's always been there for me. Dad was always there for me. He passed on now about 25 years ago, but he's the one that got me started in the game. I'll never forget playing junior golf. He took me to Coral Gables, Florida over Christmas. And I said, Dad, what's Mom going to think? And she wasn't real happy about it. But we moved on. We played 3 years in a row down in Coral Gables. And that's the kind of father I had. He would take me anywhere, do anything for me. Got me going in golf. Also a big thanks, besides my mom and dad, George Sweeta, here tonight. George, you've been great. Been a friend for a long time. All the articles you wrote really spurred me on. I remember you came over to my house and did an article. Those are some great times, and we'll keep moving forward. But George, you've been a big inspiration in my life. And as a young kid, when you see an article in the paper and your name's in headlines, it really makes you want to compete. Makes you to go on and be a better golfer and to keep competing the way I did as a junior golfer. So George, thanks for everything you've done for me. You've been a friend for a long time. You always will. Also, Scotty Rohrbaugh and his staff here at NOGA for hosting this event. It's been a great night for everybody. I know I'm honored to receive this award, and Scott, you and your staff should be praised for such a good job you do. Also, my good friend Joe Regalo accepting this award on my behalf. Joe, your wife Michelle is right with you. Thanks so much for being here and accepting this award on my behalf. I also like to congratulate Ben Curtis, British Open champion. We don't need to say much more about Ben. And also Herb Page, the other inductee tonight. What a job he's done at Kent State, being a golf coach, a great player in his day. And congratulations to both you guys. I remember growing up, one of the first things that got my attention, I won the Plain Dealer Junior Tournament when I was 9 years old. I got the trophy after the tournament. The trophy was about as big as myself. So I said, wow, I like this junior golf. This golf is a fun game. And I'll never forget my dad taking me to all these tournaments here and there throughout the country and competing. And another big accomplishment in my life was winning the Ohio Public Links at 16 years old. I believe I'm the only player to win the Ohio Public Links, the Ohio Amateur, and the Ohio Open. So I feel very proud to do something like that. Went into college after high school, went to St. Joe High School and competed there, played golf, played football, played basketball. But then during high school I thought, golf was my sport. A lot of people say, hey, why didn't you play football? You're a great football player. And I did like football. Why didn't you play baseball? You're a heck of a pitcher. And I did like baseball. But there was something about golf, the individuality I think was a big part of it, the competition. And when you did good, it was you got all the credit. When you did bad, well, you had no one else to blame. But golf was very intriguing to me, and moved on to the University of Alabama on a golf scholarship. And the primary reason I did go to Alabama was a golf coach, Conrad Railing, who was a great instructor and really got me going as far as the finer points of the game. I think you need a coach along the way. I think most pros have it now. They have many coaches. But my swing coach, Conrad Railing, at the time really took me under his wing and helped me to be a better golfer. And then after college we turned pro, and the rest is history. But amateur golf is always fun to me. I remember playing with Boots Widener, Glenn Apple, Bob Fairchild. Some of those guys, when I was young, they were a bit older, and these guys were great players, very good players, playing a lot of NOGA events and things like that. So a lot of inspiration went into my thoughts about being a golf pro eventually, one way or the other. And I didn't make it playing wise. A very small percentage of kids do make it on the PGA Tour. But I always thought there was a place in golf for me, whether it was a club pro, a driving range pro, a rules official, whatever it may be. So, yeah, and I hope people think of Gary Trivisonno not only as a great player, but a good person. do anything for anyone. A good instructor. I've always liked to teach and make kids and adults better golfers in the game of golf. So hopefully people think of myself much more than just a golfer. Again, congratulations to all. Everyone have a good night and enjoy the rest of your evening.